Good morning to you. 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as we wind down the week, 31st of July. For many in the automotive or in retail itself or whatever you're selling, this is crunch time, baby. We got to make it happen today. All hands on deck. So we're not going to keep you long. We're just going to get it to you. Hardison's Tips, we're out there every morning at 5 a.m. Wednesdays at noon. We have a live guest that comes in, just like we had Corey Mosley this past Wednesday and did a great job with that. We will be at you again this coming Wednesday at 12 noon live. Other than that, we do it 5 o'clock in the morning while you're getting dressed, while you're getting on the road. So let's get to it. Today, I'd like to talk about some things that all of us has went through, and that is doing a presentation. Sure, they love it when you made your sales presentation, but they weren't ready to buy yet. Several months from now, when they're finally ready to buy, and they'll go on to call you the last person who just happened to walk in the door. Sounds familiar? When the close is delayed, you need these ideas to ensure everyone on the buying team and how they need to remember you. Who are you? Is that what your prospects are saying the next time you contact them when you're in trouble? If you're not unique as a sales professional, your company isn't going to stand out in the prospect's mind. I certainly don't propose that you stand out by having green hair and a pierced tongue to do more sales. Often, when a prospect is ready to buy, there are 3 or 4 things that are running through their head. So let's quickly look through that. Let's remember their special event. I sent a birthday card to a video store owner who had never purchased from me before. It turned out that I was the only one in the world who remembered his birthday. He signed a long-term contract with me that next day. Now, before that, I had called on him for several times. He always told me that he wasn't in the market at that time, but always left little notes. In that little note, I found out where his birthday was going to be. And yes, we did get the contract. How about this one? Establish curiosity. I know as salespeople, we make monthly calls on people who haven't been able to get in to see. It takes pet pig asking receptionists, begging receptionists, how can I get past you, the gatekeeper, to get to the decision maker? Some of you know what I'm talking about. It is tough. But once you get that appointment, just like I had with the bank president after several months of trying to sit down with them, I just simply asked in song, why won't you see me? And naturally, that broke some of the ice and the tension, and we could get down to it. You got to remember, these decision makers are people too. They like to have fun. They have family. They have grandkids. They go do things. But if you're stiff and rigid and you're not prepared, it's not going to be a great experience. Learn from the customer's interests. In other words, during a sales call, a prospect mentioned that he liked playing board games. On the next call, I brought him an inexpensive game from what he liked to do. Guess what happened with the sales call? So don't even have to look at it that you're spending a lot of money. I'm listening to try to find out how I can get closer rapport wise to get to this decision maker. They're going to purchase. It's who they're going to purchase from. How about building emotional? A salesperson always know that when you have an emotional rapport with someone, you can go a long way. When managers are having a bad day because their team members are not hitting the numbers or not understanding what they're doing, how about helping out? Have you ever gave a tip, ever asked, hey, let me talk to the team? I think they heard you, but let me say it in a different way. By doing things to show that you are emotionally involved, that's the biggest thing that can happen to you. By getting involved, it shows. Now, there's many ways you can get involved with the decision maker that you're trying to get. You just need to listen. It could be something at the school. It could be something at the community park. It could be something at a local radio station. Be listening. Ask the gatekeeper. Find out what's going on. And don't be afraid to take risks. You can't lose a sale if you don't have one. So, if a salesperson is trying to be a bit different, you don't have to wear loud cloud clothes or do anything crazy. The thing that you need to do is finding out how can I be different than the next person that's trying to get to that decision maker. Will it work 100% of the time? No. But if you're doing something, you have a plan. And if you have a plan, you can always cheek, tweak, steak, motivate, demotivate, whatever it needs to a plan. You can stretch it to the outlying limits, but you have to be spontaneous. You have to have a state in mind that I am going to close. If you can remember some of these things, if you're a key account, if you're a major account, if you're up and down the street, if you're in someone's home, they are there to buy. The biggest thing is that we have not listened. We have not found that hot button. We haven't found a way to build enough bond and rapport because we just come out with the demo and we want to sign. That's been your problem. Not that hard. Didn't say it was easy. Sometimes your selling cycle can be 30 days or more. But let me ask you this. Once you do get that contract signed, how does that feel? Especially if that decision maker gave you a referral to another department in that organization or another referral to another company. So, does it take a plan? Yes. Does it take work? Yes. So, that's why at this time in the morning, if you're listening to me, I know that you're a player and you will get to what you want in the near future. Just keep working your plan. Once again, Brad at Hardison for Hardison's Tips on Friday, July 21st. Catch you next week. And once again, Wednesday, 12 noon, we have a live special guest. You be prepared for that. In the meantime, as always, in parting, you go out and make it a champion.